Elise Williams over Bowles, doesn't go. Barker cleans.
As you see, Barker showing her versatility.
Blue Devils right now doing a great job not letting the Aggies make the next pass. Good pressure defense. Barker with the step back.
Wow.
Kills it, drains it.
Trying to get it back to her. Another good Janiah. Green goes down low. Barker, strong move.
India Rogers plays with certain quiet confidence as Barker drives on Scruggs and one.
Spear to Kelly. Barker pulls the trigger opposite wing. Janiah Barker.
Down low, Barker goes up, gets it, and draws the foul on Scruggs.
It's a great pass. You know, she got it up there where Scruggs just couldn't reach it, and then just the contact was just too much.
A unanimous choice for Big Ten All-Freshman. As the task of guarding Barker, not easy, and that's why. And one coming up.
On your attack downhill, that's just the name of the game here, and who better to do it than Janiah Barker, and one big body. She loves it. Momentum play here for the Aggies.
Definitely, and you know what to expect coming into it as well.
She's been one of the really good bright spots here for this team.
Here's Barker, close to the basket. That's what you were talking about.
Yeah.
When Joni Taylor went to call Lauren Ware, guess who she had a text message from? Lauren Ware. Funny timing.
A little bit of shot of adrenaline off the bench for Joni Taylor, that knowing she can bring Bowles and get some offense off the bench.
But they look disconnected at times on both ends of the floor.
That looks much better.
Misha Lampkin trying to work against Barker. Loose ball in the Aggies.
92% free throw shooter. She's missed 2 tonight. Here's Soleil Williams, and the follow by Barker.
Super hungry, super anxious, and excited to be able to continue on in this dance.
Barker with space, gave her too much space.
Offensive attack.
Shelley dribbled it off her foot, corralled by Barker, up to Coulibaly. Coley's back, but Coulibaly, and one!
And Barker got a rebound on the other end. Sahara Jones with a look at a three. That's front iron. Ware tried to run the rebound down. A save attempt. It'll belong to the Aggies.
Within a game, Texas A&M did not go anywhere when they went down double digits. Barker step back. Oh, it was online. Another three for Texas A&M.
She just seems like she's getting frustrated out there, and that's, you know, part of being a freshman, but you've got to maintain. And when you're that good of a player, you have to maintain a consistent demeanor, stay positive, and there's Barker looking for gets a little bit of daylight, and wow.
Andrews gets on the board.
Barker posting up Andrews down low, faces up, and gets the friendly roll.
Couldn't get the bounce. Rebound falls to Barker. A refresh 20 for A&M. Here's Barker. Swish.
They go down low to Markowski, their bread and butter. Couldn't finish. Potts there, blocked. Barker got a piece of that.
Looking for Ware down low. Out of the double team, right back to Barker. Executed to perfection. For this A&M job was that the Aggies were all in on women's basketball.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a trend that we love to see, is that investment into
Kennedy Brown, the 6'6" junior transfer from Oregon State. Nice little hook shot around the basket.
Bowles, Green, Jones, Barker, and Patty. And Duke 5 for 11 from the floor. Texas A&M 3 for 7. They trail by 6. 3:33 remaining here in the first. Stop and pop. Really nice looking shot there.
Has been on the court most of the time. Still looking to get on the scoreboard, and there is the first.
A defensive battle, to say the least, in the opening minutes. The spin, Barker. She's a terrific defender. Can really lock people down, but a nice boost of offense for Kansas. Barker pulls up.
Second rather in rebounding behind Ware. She's got it out top.
India Rogers probably got away with an illegal screen there.
Barker, that's her game. The turnaround and off the window for two. Welcome back, Janiah Barker.
Trying to just force everything.
Yeah, and she's targeted because she's known in this event. She's gotten the national exposure before.
My bad, Connor. I like the matchup between Chloe Kitts and Janiah Barker.
The big four for her right now. Maybe a growing list after these next 2 days.
Uh-oh.
Here's Barker up ahead in transition and lays it up.
Koulibaly, once again, they want to look in the paint. And Barker is attacking the basket. That's where you want to see her do her work.
How is it even? She gets that one away, but Barker comes away with it after.
As opposed to her normal number 2. Guarded closely by Muhammad.
In the nation, not just in Texas.
There's a three-point try from straight away, and that one drops.
Gino Ariema, his 22nd.
Goats. All goats.
14 in a row, by the way, for UConn.
Great move.
Here's Barker.
Top of the key, Janiah Barker.
Who transferred over from Arizona. Last two to the mean green. It's 5-4. And Barker wants a three, and the Aggies have doubled up North Texas 8-4.
They're coming out with the ball, man, and you see them pointing to one another to get help.
That defense forces a turnover. Barker the other way down the floor.
Foul trouble at this point. A lot of missed shots. Kansas has missed their last 11 field goal attempts in a row, but
Texas A&M's only lead was when they scored the first 2 points of this game. Shot clock down to 5.
But more help this year.
A lot more help this year.
In terms of the transfers coming in. Here's one of them in Koulibaly. That's front iron. But Barker got the offensive rebound and the putback. We thought it would look a little different for them today because when you go against Texas A&M on the road, you probably are going to have to play from behind.
That's right.
A little bit. And India Rogers just sized one up.
Well, you can see that since then they've been tough. They won at Cal, they won at Wake Forest, and now they are giving Kansas everything they can handle in this game.
Shot clock running a little low, not a problem.
Play a role without having to be the star of it all.
Steffi, that the depth of Texas A&M may be a factor in this game, and boy, their bench has really come through. Barker gets her own offensive rebound.
Barker fades back, gets the bounce.
Tara will try to match Coach K Friday when Stanford hosts Oregon. Good feed, Barker's.
Bowles to Barker. Could tell Barker wanted to drive. And
Lob to Barker. She elevates. 11 offensive rebounds for A&M. Bullseye!
Over the top to Barker. He's had a nice night. 10 points.
Rogers. Barker.
Branford, Jones de 3. Bueno, estaba sola para el rebote Barker.
Or not. Got back to play.
Nick Carter off the national championship team in 2011 does.
Yeah. Barker.
Green feeds it to Barker. Beautiful feed and the finish.
Sydney Bowles to Sahara Jones on the left wing. Patty. To Barker trying to work on Fisher. Turnaround jumper. That fell. That was partially blocked, but Janiah Barker is under the basket.
Jones tenía el tiro de 3, prefiere penetrar, descargó. Está para Barker. Dos más para Estados Unidos.
And she has 16 to lead New Hope. And Barker got her first field goal of the second half. Big shots to come. And the first one, ice for Janiah. 2 timeouts left. And
Barker trying to get around. Fisher goes all the way to the basket.
Those are the things she does, and she does those things well.
Crossway. At the iron unkind as she drove to the basket. And Janiah Barker, a pull-up jumper.
That one knocked away by Smith. Barker fights for it. She's fouled in the and one.
It just won't be denied. She see Avaye with the block by Smith and goes up strong.
Barker backs her way in.
Barker de 3, triple para Estados Unidos. Para ella va el pase, vale, anota. Y otro pase largo. Volvió a recuperar Estados Unidos.
Barker got that off the... Nice inbound to Janiah Barker. Inbound to Barker. The Aggies have worked a few.
I know you say it all the time as Barker comes out and they may offset each other a little bit. What's your... I'm curious now. I want to hear your breakdown on next Sunday's showdown between LSU and South Carolina. Barker and...
Otra vez con Valenzuela. Cruzó el balón para Hernández. Ahí está Hernández, no descarga. Ahí es donde tienen que descargar. Puede ser el último ataque de Estados Unidos en el partido. 107-41 el marcador. Jugaron el pick directo ahí.
Happy and proud of the students that showed up today after the big win by the football team last night for Texas A&M.
Some of them may have been outraged.
Janiah have a week off, but it won't be a week off from hype. There'll be plenty of hype all week long, but after they're done here today, their next game is against South Carolina. That's Barker inside and one. Talked about Janiah Barker, the freshman from Marietta, Georgia, 6'4". Broke her wrist, so she missed a good chunk of games. What do you like about her game? And as she evolves, as she tries to knock down the three on cue.
Steal. The Aggies get it right back. Barker took it away. Coulibaly, other end of the floor. Seems like she could go for a double-double any night, any time.
There's a lot of them this year that could do that.
India Rogers.
I think Joni Taylor showed you the coach she was last year when they had 7 players for the majority of the season, and how Texas A&M stayed in a lot of ball games. And then, you know, the run that they made when they got some healthy people. Nice pass from Ware to Barker on that.
Turnovers are mounting for Lamar. The Aggies have 3 on 2. Barker has the numbers and has the bucket.
That corner three-point shot, she was long on both of them, but well, don't be surprised if she starts putting them down.
There's second chance.
The opening period. Morrow guarding, and that one is drained.
There you go, one of the last 12. It's a drought, scoring drought for the Aggies of more than 2 minutes.
Those will be hard to come by.
Lamar going to extend their defense a little bit. Aggies say, okay, well,
from Kent Washington into the game. They go to Barker trying to work on the freshman right away, and a great start for A&M here.
And I'll go back to India Rogers' presence on the floor for the Aggies. Joni Taylor telling us last night.
Yeah, A&M's coming with that high screen with the shot clock going down.
Barker buries a 3, and that takes us to the break, and it gives A&M a new largest lead.
Lamar under that 60-point mark, which they've been averaging. Another good pass, backdoor pass by Barker to Coulibaly.
Barker to Green. For Coulibaly, Ware has a tip from behind, but had enough to get it to Green, who dumps it down to Barker for 2.
And Barker took advantage of it. It was right in the middle of them. Create the turnover. Jumper, got it. That's a smooth.
She doesn't play like she's 6'4".
Taking A&M a long time to get to an offense. 11 seconds on the clock before a pass is even made.
Barker shows the touch. Shepard pushes back the other way. Knocked away from Carter. Grabbed by Barker. Barker showing the handle. Barker showing the finish and the foul.
Eric, that might be one of the fastest coast-to-coast plays by Barker that I've seen in her career. Normally a lot of hesitation. That time smartly just accelerates, and then look out, folks.
Aisha Coulibaly went for 17 against Mississippi State. Lauren Ware, the leading rebounder for this team, will be put to the test here against one of the best rebounding teams in the country. Barker, that's her spot, and she takes out a chair. May have taken out somebody else, too, back there.
A&M obviously has numbers.
Rogers, Watkins sprinting back, but Barker got the shot. Janiah Barker on for Ware. Pow rejected by Barker, who sprints after it.
The shot.
Barker, the entry, Ware. Got it back to Barker. She'll try from three and make it. 21 wins on the season, 8-8 in conference play. You would think 8-8 in the SEC has to count for a lot. Rogers, a deep three. Can't end the run, but Barker's got an offensive rebound, and that will end the run. Rogers trying to get away from Hall as Barker open at the top. Barker on the drive and the finish. Janiah Barker, 3 fouls. Chloe Kitts was denied. Barker was close to her, and here's Rogers. Barker on the run and the finish. Here comes Texas A&M, led by Janiah Barker.